After 2 days, we are leaving Cape Eleuthera Marina.
From Cape Eleuthera Marina, we came out into the deep water where we caught a nice fish as we came off the drop-off. Very deep water here, over 1.5 kilometers deep, all the way across to, we were going to come into the south of Highbourne Cay, but then we diverted and went into the north, into this lovely bay and beach here. Bye-bye Eleuthera, disappearing in the distance, having a nice sail. Broad reach, 13-14 knots, doing about 7 to 8, not pushing it too hard. It's a bit of a swell left over from that blow we just hid from. The sea is our music. Just doesn't get a nicer sound than this if you love sailing. "30 tons pushing through the water." Through being the word rather than over. First really nice sail we've had all year actually. Feels like we're in the windwards. Big rolling waves coming in. One will be glad, whoa, there's a big one. One will be glad to get back into this calm of Exumas. But I love this.
First catch of the season. What have we got here? What is this fish?
Yeah, that's interesting.
I don't think we've had this one before. Let's see. Well done.
It should be tasty. Oh, look who's in the convertible car. Rolling. I may have the out haul out just a little bit too much. For some reason we're getting a lot of creaking on the mast. Creaking and clicking. I cannot for the life of me work out where it's coming from. It's somewhere in there in the bottom of the furling device. Meanwhile, inside the nerve centre, is it a nerve centre or a sleepy centre?
No, seasickness centre.
Seasickness centre. Yeah, one I forgot to take a pill till too late. next day we did a dinghy ride around this beach, over to the Cays and saw the iguanas on the famous Iguana Island. Had a quick look at all the boats anchored here before we moved on again.
We arrived into the Exumas last evening. What's the name of this island?
Highbourne Cay.
There is the anchorage. Beautiful color water. Delicious, as Glenn calls it.
Beautiful water.
And we are going to explore the surroundings.
We are going to Iguana Island. At full speed. Hold your hats on. Wow, look at this water.
Water is so clear.
This is called Iguana Island. I don't quite know why they've called it that, but it's amazing. There's quite a few iguanas around. Smile for the camera, Iggy. Hello. Hello. Careful, baby, they're supposed to be very aggressive. No, just joking. Nobody could match you for that. Hello, mister, you coming for food? I'm afraid I don't have any because I'm not a tourist from Nassau. I didn't come prepared. And the anchorage out here is quite nice, although it's in one hell of a tidal cut. Hey, psst, iguanas! There's a nice little bunny over there, nice and soft. Get your teeth into. No, not me, the bunny.
So many of them, isn't it?
They have a nice little life on this beach, don't they? People would pay hundreds a night to stay on this beach. And they get free food.
You get free food on board, I'm not charging you.
Well, that's true. Yeah, that's true. But my tail's not as long as theirs. From this angle, with that little palm tree, you can imagine we're looking on a field of dinosaurs. All looking at me, saying, "Where's the food?" It is a very, just about to say a very peaceful spot. Until that on-board dog started barking. This is Cay, by the way, commonly known as Iguana Cay.
On the east side of Highbourne Island, it's a very busy anchorage. Midday, we are ready to move again. Looking for shelter.
From our tranquil anchorage in the north of Highbourne Cay, the wind was coming around to the north, so we came back out here onto the drop-off again, started fishing, and this unusual track here is we caught a mahi-mahi, but he got away. So we went back, and then we caught his brother on the next track, so it's a very, very fertile fishing ground here. Had a lovely mahi-mahi, all the way down here, snuck between the island behind Long Cay, and into this tiny little island here, called Lobster Cay, which we just got into with a half a metre below the keel, and then from there we went for a very nice dinghy ride over what is called the Exuma bank, which is this sandbar here, just sticks out in the middle of nowhere, and we came into here, which was very, very pretty as well. Very pretty around this area.
Today's catch is a mahi-mahi by the looks of it. Oh, well, it was. A few minutes later we caught another one. Beautiful color. In our second anchorage for today, what's the name here?
I don't know actually, this is Norman Cay. Well, this is Exuma Bank, it's called, where these people are standing up.
It is supposed to be the most spectacular water in the Exumas. I guess it is.
Juana has had enough of Cloudy Bay. She said she wanted off on a desert island. So I've dumped her here. She didn't say whether it would be submerged desert island. When it comes in, what are you going to do? Should I leave her? What do you think? How much is it worth for me to come back?
Your dinner?
Oh, my dinner. True. True, dinner. It would be nice if it was low tide, it would be standing out, but it's not. And yes, I did come back and rescue her on the threat of no dinner.
A stingray and her friend there. And down there we have a shark.
It's quite a big one. He'd eat a bunny.
Just can't get enough of this color. No seagrass on the bottom, nothing.
Just pure white sand.
Oh, give me a kiss, give me a kiss. That wasn't a real one. There you go.
Hello everybody in the sand.
On the move again, finding shelter to hide from the wind. And we are just passing Highbourne Marina.
After one night in Lobster Cay, the wind was forecast to come in very strong from the north. So we decided to go to Warderick Wells and take a mooring buoy. We couldn't go straight out onto the bank. We had to weave our way back through the cut by Highbourne Marina. And then we set both sails and had a very nice long downwind sail for the 15-18 miles or whatever it was. We jibed here and then came into Warderick Wells, which is back up here. Just come through Highbourne Cut. We're now on the bank. We had a bit of a dilemma today. We were going to go into the marina, but now we're heading south to Warderick Wells. And our first downwind of the season. A nice gentle 10 to 12 knots on the stern. Pretty good.
Very gentle sailing, not breaking any speed records. Well, gentle only when there are no powerboats speeding past us, isn't it?
Yeah, damn motorboats. Selfish beasts. We'll never have a motorboat. Coming into Warderick Wells, we again had to weave our way through these banks and shallows and one of the cuts. Warderick Wells was very interesting, full of mooring buoys in the national park, and very, very narrow channel which we had to weave our way past moored boats, just almost touching the bottom, all the way around to our mooring buoy, which was right here.
Arrived last evening in Warderick Wells National Park, in the mooring field, taking shelter from this wind, casting 35 knots of wind. Glenn is very busy adjusting and readjusting the lines. It's quite a nice place, but I guess there won't be any dinghy trip or sunbathing today. Quite shallow in here, and the rudder is touching, so even in this wind Glenn goes to check if we are touching the bottom. How is it?
It's fine, we've got about that much.
Good.
I don't know about when we go that way, but...
Feeding sharks. Earlier on we threw the leftovers of our lunch and they came running from under the boat. Amazing, isn't it? That's the grouper that we had in the fridge. We decided we won't cook it. We feed the sharks instead. Amazing. As soon as we stop throwing food, they go and hide under the boat. I guess I'm not going to jump in the water in a hurry. Not that I ever jump in the water.
Well, that was quite a display. Thank you for the display. Really appreciate it. Do you want a piece of Juana now? How about a little bunny? Hey, come back! Got a bunny for you! Just had a couple of days hiding from a northerly wind in Warderick Wells. It's finally subsiding, still got some dark skies, But look at this colour. Oh, there's something swimming around over there, sweetie. That's the same thing? Yeah, it is. See it flapping away in the water? We just had a massive ray jump. Oh, look at all of them down here.
Wow. 6
or 7 huge rays just sitting on the bottom.
What is that white one?
It's the same one, it's just turned over. That's incredible. I need to get in the water with a camera. We've had quite some fun and games with this mooring buoy in the last couple of nights whenever the wind is against tide. I mean, look at the eyelet on that. You could have moored up the Titanic with it. It's not so good when it's bashing up and down against the hull. You can see how narrow the channel is. We are over there, the rudder almost touching.
Going ashore at long last, after 48 hours marooned on board.
Once the wind calmed down, we took a little trip to the land, nice beaches here, and we visited Boo Boo Hill, which has a very, very nice outlook. Then we dinghied all the way down through the shallows here in the sands. Very, very nice coast here with lots of little bays and inlets. Nice area here.
Very interesting scene here in the national park. Pity about the sun. Missing.
In action.
Going for a little walk along the beach, aiming to find a trail to the blowhole.
Boo Hoo Hill we're going to first. The trailhead to Boo Hoo Hill. The lore of Boo Hoo Hill. Must be a story behind it.
It is called Boo Hoo Hoo, probably because it's rather spooky. Naughty!
You're no fun!
Boo Boo Hill, in fact. Giving me the wrong information here.
But I thought you preferred Boo Hoo. It seems it's one of your favourite expressions. So I recreated it from Boo Boo to Boo Hoo. Boo Hoo!
Boo Boo.
Oh, Boo Boo.
On the other side of the Boo Boo Hill wild sea, blowholes are over there towards the end. Not sure I'll capture one. Well, there. And the mooring field down there. Somebody brought in lots of wood up here.
We won't be adding to the pile, I don't think.
No.
No. Very unenvironmental. Just mental.
Even with the dinghy, we are challenged. Can you make it through here?
I'll let you know in about 30 seconds.
Luckily we have the hydrofoil on the outboard. Exploring the coastline. Lots of little bays. Ahead of us is the other mooring field. They were rocking like crazy the last 2 days. A little bit of sunshine. Maybe I get better colors this time.
Here comes the sun, little darling.
The sun is out now. And we have some colors. Hold on! Lots of very pretty bays here. Tiny, but very nice.
Lovely and warm.
No, that's not true. He just said that it's not warm.
Well, it's pleasant, but not warm.
It's not
by
warm.
winter standards, it's warm, but by our standards, it's not. It's pleasantly warm, like, you know.
That's it for today. Heading back for lunch. Leaving Warderick Wells Cay. Not much action here, other than lots of winds and rain and strong tides. and the mooring ball banging in our hull. Very interesting place though. Pity we didn't get much sun. It is rather tight here. Yeah, like I said, very tight. But my captain here, he is very skilled.